Hi everyone, welcome to today's practice. So today's practice is called Steady as We Flow. Today's practice is designed to enable you to feel empowered as you connect to the inner strength of your moving body, connecting breath to movement in quite a steady flow, finding a sense of balance and ease and just enjoying every second of the journey. So quite a strong standing practice. We will need blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use a couple of books. If you don't have, please don't worry, you can do the practice without them as well. All right, that's all we need. You can clear your space and we're going to start in child's pose. So I'd like you to place your blocks, if you're using blocks, to the front of the mat and almost align them as if they're going underneath your hands for a cat-cow or something like that. So we'll come onto our blocks in a moment. In the moment before that, I'd like you to come into a child's pose, knees slightly open, toes touching, heels apart. And you're just going to stretch the arms out forward, spread into the fingers, spread into the hands, and then push the torso, push the heart, push the forehead, everything down towards the earth. Just allow it to just naturally come down. Take a full breath in. Sigh the breath out, just warm up your space. And again, deep full breath in. And long deep exhale. Good, and then breathing in, rise up onto the fingertips and you're going to lengthen forward a little bit more, push in towards the buttocks as you come a little bit further back. And then we'll sweep our arms over to the left. We're getting straight into practice. So you can just push the palms down towards the mat, push the buttocks all the way over to the right. And then rise up onto your fingertips, dome the hands and sweep your arms all the way over to the right and then push into the left hip. So pushing back, lovely deep opening, maybe you do a little wiggle. And then rise up onto the fingertips, come all the way back towards the center, ground through the palms. And then placing the elbows onto the mat, palms touch, so the thumbs are going to press all the way back towards your neck. So you can place your forehead on the mat, stretch into the upper arms. And release, and then slide the hands all the way back. We're going to come up onto all fours. So drawing the knees inwards, you can walk yourself forward and place your hands onto your blocks. So the hands or the palms are going to come kind of into the middle of the blocks. If you're using them, if you're not using them, they'll just come straight onto the ground. And we're going to align ourselves so that our wrists are stacked underneath the elbows and the shoulders. And we're just going to do a couple of cat-cows here. So cat-cows in the beginning, let's take them nice and slow. We're just going to round into the spine, suction in the tummy, tuck chin to chest. And then as you exhale, lower the tummy, lift the heart, lift the gaze, just kind of opening up into the body. Exhale as we round. Lower the tummy, lift the heart, lift the gaze, open up the chest. And one more time, exhale, round. And then lower the tummy, lift the heart, lift into the gaze. Good. And then we just become really loose. So just rolling side to side, just doing whatever feels good. Bending into the elbows a little bit, maybe rolling into the hips, rolling around through the wrists, just doing anything that suits your body at this stage. Good. And then starting to become still. So let's take one more breath to each side. Just evening things out. And then coming all the way into stillness, into a tabletop. So tucking belly button now up towards the spine. You can draw the shoulders slightly away from the ears. And we start with our Supermans, but we'll take our left leg first. So flexing into the left foot, we're going to kick it back. I want you to squeeze a little into the left glute. And then flex the back foot as the right arm sweeps forward. So the flex in the back foot will help us with our balance a little bit. And then we can exhale, squeeze in round like our cat pose. Push into your spine, suction the tummy in a little, and then let's go out again. Flex into that back foot, and then maybe lift it a little now, almost like your cow pose. And then take the right hand behind you, bend into that left knee. Maybe you just stay here and you're just lifting and kind of pulling yourself up a little towards in that front body. Or you can hold onto that left ankle or the top of the foot and then kick that heel up, push your heart through, and then try and again lengthen and curl the chest up. Good, and then release, come back into your Superman. Right hand comes back to your block or the mat. You're going to turn the back foot with a flexed foot into a 90-degree angle. Baby half moon as the left arm sweeps up towards the sky, spread into the left fingertips. Good, left hand can come all the way back down, squeezing round, left knee into the chest, press into the shoulder blades, push into your blocks, maybe cup your fingertips onto your blocks or the mat, flex the left foot, slide it through. So the left heel is flat onto the mat, the toes are facing up and they're curling back towards your face. We're rolling that right hip forward and the left hip back. And then we're grounding the palms on blocks or mat and bowing the forehead down. We're not leaning back too much, we're just rolling that right hip forward. We're bending the elbows, drawing the shoulders back, half split, keeping the feet active. Just preparing for our pyramid pose. Good, lifting the gaze slightly, finding a little bit of a tabletop here. You're going to place that left foot down. You're going to tuck the right toes under, take that right knee back a little further, keeping the back toes tucked or untucked, totally up to you. And then sweeping the fingertips along the mat, Anjayasana, as you take the arms up. And then as we breathe in, I want you just to gently start to open up the chest. So just lifting the gaze very slightly, pushing towards that right hip. So pushing that hip forward slightly. And then sweeping the arms all the way up, back and around. Placing the hands back to your blocks. You can keep them on the first setting or you can place them up a little higher. Pyramid pose, we're going to straighten out the legs. Bring that back foot a little closer. Ground the back heel so it's in line with the front heel. We roll and wrap that right hip forward like we did in our half split. Left hip back, firm around the knees and thighs. You can bring it back a little closer if you need to, making sure that back heel stays grounded. And then bowing the forehead again down towards that left shin, drawing the shoulders back, bending the elbows, tucking tummy in a little bit, and breathing. Full deep stretch. Lovely deep breaths. On the next inhale, rise slightly into your tabletop. Take your blocks behind you, kind of in the middle of where you're going. Don't worry if you don't have blocks, you'll just use the ground. Thumbs face forward, fingers face behind you. I want you to point right up onto that back foot. So come right up onto the back toes and then lean forward a little, kick right heel into the buttocks. So flaring into those right toes, you'll be at a slight slant, not too much. And then slide the right foot through like we did with our foot earlier on our knees, but make sure that the toes are in line and then release your blocks, just move them out to the sides if you've got blocks. And then we'll take Padastasana, so a little bit of a gap in between the feet, slide the palms of the hands under the soles of the feet. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, pull the elbows out to the sides. Maybe the knees are slightly bent, that's absolutely fine. Not leaning too far back, not leaning too far forward. And then releasing, so you can release the hands. Take a lovely deep breath in. And a lovely deep breath out. Good, and then opening the feet a little bit wider, about hip distance apart, sweeping the fingertips along the mat, bending into the knees. Take the arms forward into your chair pose, but when you get there, I want you just to round the tailbone down slightly, and then take the arms next to your ears. Draw the shoulders back. Imagine there's a little block here in between your arms. Bring the palms together, slide the hands all the way down to the heart, and then we twist over to the left. Hook the right elbow over the left knee. Try not to knock the knees together. Press the palms together, tuck the belly in and back, and then look over your left shoulder. As we come back towards the center, we rise. Left knee rises with you, so we come into a one-legged Tadasana, flexing into that left foot, part the arms, release and relax the shoulders. And then we twist over to your left. So split the arms, twist, spread into the fingers. Maybe this is where you stay. If you want to go a little bit further, you could take right hand to the inside of that left arch of the foot, and then maybe straighten out the left leg. But tuck belly button in and back, relax that left shoulder. Everybody come back towards the front, holding onto the foot now. So maybe the knee is slightly bent, maybe it's straight, relaxing the shoulders, keep curling the chest up, almost like a cobra curl. And then we come into our figure of four. So you'll cross that left leg over the right thigh, stand tall first, and then sweep the arms all the way down as we bend that right knee, flare into the left toes, plug the shoulders back, and breathe. Warrior three, unraveling that left leg, kick it back, squeeze into the left bottom, take the arms forward just for a moment, and then like an aeroplane, sweep the arms back, draw them back, curl the chest up like we've been doing, flex the back foot, squeeze into the left bottom. And then flare the left toes, carefully place them at the back of the mat. High crescent lunge as the arms sweep up. Now squeeze a little into your left bottom. Belly button tucks back towards the spine. Bring the hands together, palms come all the way down. And then twist over to your right. Hook left elbow over the right knee, palms touch. Lean forward slightly, so we're strong in that back arch of the foot. Back heel is lifted, and we're looking over the right shoulder. Good. Inhale, come back towards the center. Take the arms up. Warrior two as we ground the back heel. Keep that front knee bent. Arms come forward. Relax the shoulders. Good. Take that left hand behind your back now and cross it all the way over into that right hip or thigh. Turn the front palm, reverse with a bind. Bend the front knee more. Take the right arm all the way up, back and over. Full stretch. And then swivel right forearm just above the right knee. Left arm comes up and over, extended side angle. Roll your head under your left armpit. Look all the way up. Full stretch on the left side of the body. Skandasana to the back of the mat. Take your hands down to the ground. We're walking all the way over to the left side. So we're bending into that left knee. We're flexing into the right foot. Lovely straight spine as we kind of curl the chest up a little bit more. Don't worry if you're holding onto the ground. And then we go all the way over to the right, Skandasana to the right. Use your hands, functional movement, bending into the right knee, flexing into that left foot, maybe looking at the left foot. And then finding your happy middle. So checking the feet are in line, turning the feet so that they're parallel, nice wide legs. And then as you exhale, come down. Pressing the crown down towards the mat. Maybe it meets the mat. Taking the hands behind you, pressing the fingertips onto the mat, firming around your legs. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And then walk the hands forward into a lovely deep tabletop. Turn the heels in, toes out, bend the knees, and spinal roll all the way up. When you get to the top, roll the shoulders back and down, sweeping the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Palms touch. Exhale, hands come all the way down. 3 movement meditations. Breathing in as we open, squeeze elbows towards the rib, look up. Exhale, round into the spine, stretch into the shoulder blades. Inhale, bring it all the way back in, and then exhale, push it all the way down. Lots of heat in the legs. Sweep the arms all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands come all the way down. And again, breathing in, open. Exhale as we round. Inhale, bring it all the way back in. Exhale, push it all the way down. Breathing in, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale. One more time, breathing in, open. Exhale as we round. Inhale, bring it all the way back in, and then exhale, push it all the way down. Sweep the arms all the way up. Palms touch, hands down to the heart. Good. Bringing the arms out, so flexing into the wrists, stretch them out. We take our left arm forward, back heel rolls forward, come back to the front of the mat, warrior one. Now we're rolling that left hip forward, the back heel is now flat. Tuck belly button back towards the spine, squeeze into the left bottom. And then sweep the hands behind your back, left thumb over the right. Start to open up into your chest and exhale to the inside of that right hip or thigh. Take the arms up and over, look back towards the left foot. Try not to dump, try and lift and lengthen, and again, curl those shoulders back. And release. Take the hands onto your blocks, so grab your blocks or your books, or you stay straight onto the ground. Lift up the back heel, roll the left hip forward. Take that right heel into the pelvis, so hold it there, core connection, and then step it back. Rock forward, halfway down, chaturanga. Breathing in, upward facing dog, shoulders roll back, thighs stay off the ground, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Good, left leg rises. Point into the left foot, take it up, 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 and then open up that hip. And then maybe this is where you stay. Maybe you want to take a wild thing here. So you could just take it really slow as you come into it. Take a lovely full stretch here. Open up the arm. And then bend the knees, use the obliques on the side to roll yourself all the way back. And then we'll squeeze left knee into the chest and then take that left knee over to the right shoulder or right elbow and then slide that left leg through over to the right, push the hips forward and then stretch that right arm up and over. Good, right hand can come all the way back down, squeeze left knee into the chest. If you're still in your downward dog, your three-legged dog, we all meet with the left foot to the outside of the left palm. Check that back foot is kind of in the center, and then when you feel ready, you can move your blocks out of the way. You can either stay on your hands or you can come down onto your forearms. So stacking elbows underneath the shoulders, taking the back knee down carefully, untucking the back toes, again curling those shoulders back, opening up that chest a little, turning the left toes out towards the sides. If you're on your hands, that's fine as well. And then maybe taking the left arm all the way back, stage one. Stage two, bending into the back knee, flexing the foot and kicking it towards the bottom. Stage three, maybe taking hold of the back foot and opening up the chest a little bit more. Full stretch. Good, and then releasing. Left arm can come all the way back down. Right hand can come all the way back down. And then we'll come all the way back to the beginning. So we'll start to pull that right knee forward slightly, sweep the left leg back, take the left knee onto the ground. Good, and we come back to the beginning so you can bring your blocks all the way back in. Let's take a nice deep cat-cow. So exhale as you round. And then inhale as you lower the tummy. Lift the heart, lift the gaze, shoulders back. And again, exhale as you round. Lower the tummy, lift the heart, lift the gaze. And then just become really loose. Let's just take 2 rolls to each side. Good, coming back to center, tucking belly button up towards the spine, coming into our second round. So we'll take our Superman as the right leg kicks back, flex into the right foot, left arm comes all the way out. And then exhale as we squeeze and round, stretch into the spine, and then again, stretch forward, kick that back heel up, flex into the back foot, and then maybe bend and hold into the back foot if that feels good, and lift, kick it up, rock forward slightly, maybe you're pointing the foot, that's fine as well. And then release, come back into that Superman. Left hand can come down to the mat, turn the back foot 90 degrees, take the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling, spread into the right hand. Baby half moon. Then bring the right hand all the way back down, roll the hips forward, squeeze right knee into the chest, maybe lift up onto your fingertips, suction the belly up slightly, and then slide that right heel through, flex into the toes, bend into the elbows, roll or wrap that left hip forward, right hip back, half split. Lovely stretch. Good, find your tabletop position, coming into our low lunge or our Anjayasana. So placing the right foot down, tucking the back toes, lifting that left knee and sliding it back slightly. And then sweeping the fingertips along the mat, push the hips forward, take the arms up, squeeze into the left bottom to hold you. Relax the shoulders and just keep edging yourself back, opening up the chest a little. And then giving yourself a lovely big sweep. Release the arms, place them all the way back down. Coming into your pyramid pose, so straightening out your legs, bring that left foot a little further forward, so placing that left heel flat down onto the mat. You've got heels in line, wrapping left hip forward, right hip back. First lengthen and then start to bend the elbows like we did with our half split. Squeeze them inwards and fold. On the next inhale, lift your gaze, halfway lift, so almost like a tabletop. Slide the blocks back, turn the thumbs to face forward, fingers back. Rock forward, point into the left toes and squeeze the left heel to the left bottom. And then slide the left foot through, a little bit of a gap in between the feet as you release your blocks. Padastasana, slide the palms of the hands under the soles of the feet. Lengthen and fold. Slowly start to release. Open the feet just a little bit wider. Bend the knees, sweep the fingertips along the mat. Arms come forward first. Shoulders plug back, round the tailbone down. Tuck the belly button in slightly, and then take the arms next to the ears. Bring the palms together, slide the hands all the way down to the heart, and then we twist over to the right this time. Hook left elbow over the right knee, make sure the knees don't knock. Press the palms together, tuck the belly in and back slightly, and look over the right shoulder. As we come out, we rise. Right knee rises with us, so one-legged Tadasana, flexing into the right foot, arms come all the way up. Relax the shoulders, and then twist over to your right. Maybe this is where you stay, or you could straighten out that right leg, left hand to the inner arch of that right foot, and then just go a little deeper. Everybody come forward. Right hand can come to the outside of that right foot. Maybe the knee is bent, maybe it's straight. We're bending the elbows. And then crossing that right leg over the left thigh, sweeping the arms down, coming into your figure of four. Flaring into the toes again, drawing the shoulders back. Warrior three, unravel. Right leg kicks back, squeeze into the right bottom. Palms face each other one moment, and then sweep the arms back like an aeroplane. Flare into the right toes, and then carefully place the right toes to the back of the mat. High crescent lunge, squeeze into the right bottom, strong into that back arch of the foot, rocking forward. Palms meet, hands come all the way down to the heart center. Take a deep breath in, and take a deep breath out. Let's twist over to the left. Hook the right elbow over the left knee, palms touch, tuck belly button in and up as we twist over our left shoulder. Firm into the back knee, try not to let it drop too much here. Inhale, come back towards the center. As we exhale, warrior two, ground the back foot, 90-degree angle, arms come forward, making sure that front knee doesn't knock in. It stays in line with our hip. And then crossing our right arm behind our back, so finding that lovely bind, turning the front palm, sweeping up and back, keeping that front knee bent. Swiveling left hand just above that left knee, or left forearm above the left knee. Right arm comes up and over, extended side angle, maybe looking underneath the right armpit. Full stretch. And then Skandasana, hands can come all the way down to the mat. So we're going to come all the way over to the right first. Make sure the blocks are out of the way. Use your hands on the ground. Straighten out that left leg, flex into the left toes. And then we come all the way over to the left. So bending into the left knee, straightening out the right leg, flexing into the right toes. And then finding your happy medium. So Prasarita, turning the feet to face each other so that they're kind of parallel. Lengthening first, strong legs as we fold. Crown of the head can come down onto the mat. Taking the arms back, pressing the fingertips into the mat. Firming around the knees. And then releasing, sliding back, heels in, toes out, bending the knees, spinal roll, all the way up, shoulders roll, up, back, and down. Good, sweep the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring them all the way back down, horse stance, and then open. Exhale, round. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, push it down. Breathing in, sweep the arms. Exhale. And again, breathing in, open. Exhale as you round. Inhale, bring it all the way back in. Exhale, push it all the way down. Breathing in, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale. One more time, breathing in, open. Exhale as you round. Inhale, bring it all the way back in. Exhale, push it all the way down. Breathing in, sweep the arms all the way up, up, up. Palms meet. Exhale, horse stance. Good, arms come out to the sides, flex into your wrists. This time we come over to the left, so right foot turns in, left foot turns forward. Arms sweep all the way up towards the ceiling. Squeeze into the right bottom slightly, belly button tucks back. Take the hands behind you. Right thumb over the left. Take the palms back as we open. Humble warrior. As you exhale, fold, but try not to dump. Try and lift and lengthen. Engage through the core. Take the arms up and over. Look back towards the right foot. And then we release. Taking hold of your blocks. Placing the blocks to either side of that front foot. Hands flat, lift up the back heel, roll the right hip forward, left heel into the pelvis, and then step it back, plank, rock forward, chaturanga halfway, breathing in, upward facing dog, open up the chest and shoulders, exhale as we find our downward dog. And take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, and again, deep breath in, and deep breath out. Good. Right leg rises, pointing to the right foot. Take it up towards the ceiling and then start to bend into that right knee. So maybe stay here, or you could take your wild thing, taking it up and over, opening up through the chest, using the obliques to come out. So not staying there for too long, rolling yourself out, squeezing right knee into the chest, hovering it all the way over to that left elbow, and then sliding into your fallen star. Left arm can come up and over, push the hips forward. And then everybody will meet with the right knee in and around the chest, so kind of lifting up, finding that core connection, flexing into the right foot and stepping it to the outside of the right palm. And then turning the right toes out to the side, moving the blocks out of the way, coming down onto the forearms if that serves you, otherwise you can stay on your hands. Taking the back knee down and untucking the back toes, and then again curling the chest forward and up. Maybe this is where you stay. Maybe you come in with that lovely stretch, so you'll take the right arm all the way up and back. Second round or second stage, flexing into that left foot, squeezing heel to bottom. Maybe taking hold of the foot or the top of the ankle or the top of the foot and rolling your head over your right shoulder. And breathing deeply into the stomach. And releasing. Right hand can come all the way back down. Left hand can come back down. We're going to slide that left knee forward, swing that right leg back, come back onto all fours, and exhale into a lovely deep child's pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Lifting the gaze slightly. Ground the forearms. Last couple of poses. Press the palms together. Elbows will stack underneath the shoulders. We'll rock forward, tuck the toes and lift into your dolphin. Walk the feet a little closer. So head is off the ground. You're looking in between your forearms. Heels down, sit bones high. Push into the forearms and then tuck the belly button in and up. And come back down. Knees down, keep them about hip distance apart. Come straight up by sliding hands to the knees as you spinal roll all the way up. And then stage one, Ustrasana, taking your hands to your lower back and pushing your hips forward, squeezing the elbows back and looking straight ahead or looking up without throwing your head back. Stage two could be tucking the toes under, grabbing hold of one heel, and then again just pushing the hips forward, opening up through the chest. Stage three, untucking the toes, doing the same thing, but either tucking chin into the chest so we don't put too much pressure on the neck, or you could take your head back. And then coming out the same way, it's just taking hands to your lower back, lifting yourself up slowly, and then sitting on your heels. Good, taking a full breath in, taking a full breath out, and then finding whatever relaxation in your own space feels appropriate and good for you. So maybe you're coming into just a normal Shavasana-like position. So straight legs, you can open them up nice and wide. You can roll yourself down. Make sure that the spine feels relatively straight. Tuck your chin in towards your chest and just relax the back of the head on the mat. Take the arms out to the sides, palms face up. Relax the shoulders, flop the feet out to the sides. And just completely relax. If this position doesn't serve you after that practice, you can lie in any way, shape, or form in your own space as long as you are comfortable and you're still able to allow the body just to process your practice. Allow the heart rate to settle. Allow the breath just to come back to a very normal, very natural state. And this is where I'll leave you today to just really give yourself that time in your own space after your practice to enjoy. And I'll be back really soon. I'll close consciously for us here and now, so just enjoy your relaxation. The light in me honors the light in you, and together we are one. Thank you for practicing with me today.